Hey guys, welcome to the podcast of the Telangana history on our YouTube channel Lucky Podcasts. Our narration is based on the textbooks of the Telugu Academy, narrated by John Michael and produced by Gujula Chandrasekhar. Chapter 5, Part 2, Reforms of Salar Jung. Salar Jung served as the Diwan of Hyderabad State during the time of Nasirud-Dawla, Afzalud-Dawla and Mir Mahbub Ali Khan. His original name was Turab Ali Khan. He became Diwan under Nasirud-Dawla on 31st May 1853. Before he became Diwan, he worked as the Talukdar of Medak. The death of Nizam Afzalud-Dawla in 1869 favoured Salar Jung to a great extent. He served the Nizam state for 16 years when it was in a crisis. With his reforms, he led the state towards development. The reforms of Salar Jung can be categorized into various ways: administrative reforms, revenue reforms, public services, educational reforms, judicial reforms, and police reforms. First, administrative reforms. In 1855, he appointed paid talukdars, that is collectors, in the place of contract revenue farmers. In 1865, Zilla Bandi was introduced. Under this, the state was divided into 14 zillas or districts. Each zilla was headed by an Avval Talukdar or district collector who was assisted by Doyum Talukdars or sub-collectors. The third category of officers were known as Soyum Talukdars or Tehsildars. To supervise the work of Talukdars, an administrative board known as Majlis Malguzari was created, but it was abolished within 2 years. The 14 districts were grouped into 5 regional divisions. One each regional division, a Sardar Talukdar was appointed. He was equivalent to the Revenue Commissioner of the British India. Patwaris to collect revenue and Patel for peace and protection were appointed in villages. He abolished the private military troops of Rohillas and Pathans, and an order was issued that nobody, including the Diwan, should leave the city without informing the Nizam. This responsibility was given to Divisional Commissioner. In 1868, Salar Jung appointed 4 ministers called Sardar ul Mahams. 3 of these were given the charge of newly created departments of police, revenue and judiciary. The 4th minister was in charge of other departments like education, health, etc. Revenue reforms. Salar Jung's main intention in this connection was to give economic stability to the state. The measures he took up are: he abolished the tax farming system. Under this system, the tax farmers or daftardars were benefited immensely. They paid only a fixed amount to the state, whereas collected more from the peasants. This was a loss to the state. Further, they exploited the peasants to the maximum. Besides, the peasant was not in direct contact with the state. Thus, the Nizam and the peasants who were at either ends of the scale were at loss. This defect was recognized by Salar Jung. Hence, in the first instance, he removed the tax farmers, that is daftardars, and abolished the tax farming system. Salar Jung appointed talukdars. They were paid by the state. Their duty was to collect land revenue from the peasants. Thus, the peasant was brought in direct touch with the state and relieved from the exploitation of the daftardars. This also enabled Salar Jung to know the exact income of the state. The third important measure introduced by Salar Jung was the stabilization of the currency. Hitherto, issuing coins was not the monopoly of the state. Thus, a large number of counterfeit coins were in circulation, and this destabilized the economy of the state. Salar Jung made issuing coins as the monopoly of the state. A central mint was established at Hyderabad, and the district mints were abolished. He issued Hali Sikka rupee, and this became standard coin for all monetary transactions. The net result of the above measures was that the economic position of the state was improved considerably. He redeemed the state jewels from mortgages. He raised fresh loans at reasonable rates of interest to clear off the outstanding debts of the state. Public services. To improve administrative standards, Salar Jung recruited talented people from all over the country. Sayyid Hussaini, Sayyid Bilgrami, Mahbub Hussain, Sayyid Mehdi Ali, Mohin ul Mulk were able administrators. Agoranath Chattopadhyaya was a famous educationalist. The grandson of Mirza Ghalib, famous Urdu poet, Mirza Asa Baig, was invited to Hyderabad to give education for Prince Mahbub Ali Khan. Salar Jung introduced an automatic promotion system based on talent and hard work for government employees. Educational reforms. Western education was introduced in the state by establishing Darul Ulum High School, established in 1855. The City High School and Chadarghat High School were established in 1870 and 1872 respectively. A school of engineering was established in 1870 to produce the required technical staff to the Public Works Department. Madrasa-e-Auliya was established in 1873 for the children of nobles. Madrasa-e-Aiza was opened in 1878 for the children of royal family. During the administration of Salar Jung, 162 schools were established throughout the state in Urdu, Persian and other languages. Judicial reforms. Judiciary was given autonomy. A number of judicial officers called munsifs and Mir Adirs were appointed. These officers were controlled by High Court at Hyderabad called Mahakama-e-Sadar. Above the High Court was a court of appeal called Majlis-e-Murafa. In the city of Hyderabad, the civil courts called Buzung, Diwani Adalat or Kurd were established. A criminal court called Fauzdari Adalat was also established. Darul Qazi or Qazi court administered Muhammadan law, and Mahakami-e-Sadarat tried cases connected with religious endowments and charities. Capital punishments were abolished. Care was taken to prevent corruption. Police reforms. Salar Jung created police department called Mahakama-e-Kotwali. A police force called Nizamat was created. Superintendents of police were called Muhatamins and the inspectors were called Amins. The police stations were called Chowkis. End of part 2 of chapter 5. You're listening to a podcast of the Telangana history on our YouTube channel, Lucky Podcasts. Our narration is based on the textbooks of the Telugu Academy. Narrated by John Michael and produced by Gujula Chandrasekhar. For more such audio content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Lucky Podcasts.